Hey everybody, it's your girl Bondy Blue, and I'm back for another Real Housewives of Atlanta review, y'all. Okay. So, Kenya goes over to Cynthia's to help her with this closet situation because her closet is a mess, okay? She had to turn one of the bedrooms into a closet, and she still don't have enough room for Mike to come and have some space in her closet. Kenya is like, don't you think y'all should figure out if y'all are actually gonna live together? Don't y'all think y'all should figure that out? And Cynthia is like, girl, I know you're not talking. Your man still don't live with you, and y'all was married after 3 months of knowing each other. Don't tell me about rushing into something, sis. But Kenya was like, that's why I'm asking, because now I know. I said you should have known then. You should have known then. Then they discussed Marlo attempting to kick Kenya out of her event. Security never came and kicked Kenya out, okay? Kenya just decided to leave, but ain't nobody kicked her out. Cynthia says that Marlo was saying Kenya pays child support to Mark, just saying anything just so she can have something to say because she felt played. Because when she went over to Candy and them and told them to stop talking to Kenya, Candy was like, you can't tell me who to talk to. And she didn't like that, okay? So she was highly upset and just pulling any old thing about her behind to say. And Kenya was like, oh, she can pull anything up out of there, including the 80-year-old Z. I said not 80-year-old Z up out the butt. No. Okay, what? In the butt. You want my butt? And my butt? You want my butt? Okay. What? In the butt. I'm not gonna do it. But that's what instantly came into my head. Cynthia brings up this recording situation and how it's a possibility that Marlo was the one that recorded her. I don't think it was Marlo. I really don't. I think if it was anybody, it was Giovanna. Marlo may be a lot of things, but she's not that thirsty. Not that thirsty. Not at all. I don't see that, okay? And of course, there has to be more conversation with Kenya about Mark being a jerk. Girl, we already know. I don't know why you're still with him. I'd have left him and his nose ring in the dust a long time ago. So Candy and Karma, y'all. Y'all, why we still call that lady Karma? Like Carmen, okay? But why is it spelled with an O? I don't know. Anyway, Candy and Carmen talk. Todd just got a tractor trailer, something else he didn't spend money on. And Todd keeps adding things to the plate, and Candy is starting to feel like you got all these businesses that you're not doing nothing with. Like get one thing together before you move on to the next thing. She loves making money, but stop putting more things on the plate for us to do when we got another baby coming into the household. Then they discuss Kayla moving to NYC and how Riley is going to be there as well. Okay, just kind of talking about the differences in the kids and how Kayla is still having issues with Todd. They're not speaking right now. And also how Riley gets an attitude with Todd as well. And, she quick to say, he's not my daddy, like that. And I'm going to just say I don't like that. Like, I understand. I think everybody is aware that he's not your daddy. But where is your daddy? Okay, then. Like, why always with the shady comments? That's just such a deep thing to say to somebody. I'm not trying to be your daddy, but I am in this household and I am your step parent, But I think that Candy and Todd have created too much space with their kids because their kids were older. It's like, we have the final say. And you should have the final say with your biological child. But stop letting your children feel like they're entitled to disrespect your spouse or to get mouthy with them because you're not my daddy. That's what I don't like, okay? But you know what? Whatever. Riley and Kayla are both going to be in New York at the same time. Candy does not think that they're going to be talking to each other or meeting up or anything because they hardly talk to each other when they're in the same house. And I'm trying to figure out what's the issue between Riley and Kayla. Probably because Kayla is always looking at Riley like she's stupid because Kayla has grown up like a regular child. So she knows how blessed and privileged Riley is. And I think Riley doesn't like to be reminded that she was a spoiled ass brat sometimes. That's the vibe I've gotten when they've had, on-scene conversations. So Todd is out of town. So Candy is the one that has to drop Kayla off to the airport. All right. And then there's this conversation once again about her wishing that she can do more for Kayla, but Todd wanting Kayla to be so independent. And I just kind of feel like Candy needs to do it anyway. I know people may not agree with that, but just like Todd said, Kayla is an adult. So why does Candy need Todd's permission to do anything for Kayla? You know what I mean? I know you don't want her to be spoiled, but I also feel like she's not going to be. Her mom's not rich. Her upbringing has not been, a rich child's upbringing. So anything that Candy does for Kayla here on out, I don't think it's going to then make her feel like I don't have to do anything because Candy gonna be there to take care of me. I don't think that's how Kayla's gonna feel. So in all honesty, I feel like, child, anything you want to do for Kayla, y'all do it. Just tell her, don't tell your daddy. Okay? He'll be all right if he do find out about it. And then when they get in the car and you hear Candy ask Ace, are you gonna miss Kayla? And he says no. And I'm like, oh, the shade of it all. It makes you feel like sometimes Kayla, even though she's a part of the family, is still on the outside looking in. And that's sad to me, But you can tell that Kayla and Candy have a better relationship than she even has with her dad at sometimes, because Candy can sometimes be the go-between. If she don't feel like talking to her daddy, she'll tell Candy. So in a way, him not answering the phone for his daughter or not allowing weeks to pass without talking to her is already creating a space for Candy to, be kind of more of a parent to her than he would want her to be, because he wants Kayla to be independent. Y'all, look, that whole situation is a lot. Like Candy said, these blended families are difficult. Yes, they are. They very much are, because both of y'all kids were teenagers when y'all came into each other's lives. But at the same time, you want to create relationships anyway. And that is sometimes hard to do when boundaries are put on the relationships. You know what I mean? But child, I'm going to let y'all handle that. That's y'all family. But I definitely can understand Candy's point of view on things. So Portia and Marlo ride the Atlanta Peach Roll, y'all, which, you be peddling. They did that on Ready to Love, that one episode, okay? Hey, that looks fun to me, but I don't know if I want to smoke hookah, drink Henny, and pedal at the same time. If I'm trying to be drunk and a little buzz from hookah, I don't want to work out, but okay. Marlo wants Portia to tell her all her business about she and Dennis, sitting up there talking about she feels like nobody really tells their business like that. I feel like Nene is the only one that tells her business like that. And I'm like, first of all, you and Portia are not close enough for her to be telling you all her information. And you the type of person that when Mad Day come, you'll use whatever she's told you against her. So I wouldn't be running to tell Marlo my business either. Marlo brings up Nene. Okay, and Portia, in her relationship with Portia and how Portia's been feeling about Nene. And, ever since Nene made all of those comments about Portia's weight right after she had her baby, she don't really see it for Nene. She said, edgeless Nene came for me, okay? And y'all, she is edgeless. I wouldn't come for nobody if I got to keep getting, nose jobs. I got to keep airbrushing and photoshopping and shit out my pictures in order to make me look thinner and all of that. Child, did y'all see that picture that Nene posted for her birthday? I was like, child, what nose job is this? Because this looked like a whole new nose than the last one we saw. Every time you turn around, she looking more and more like a white woman. I'm over her. Sitting up there talking about Portia. Girl, you wish you looked like Portia. That's why every time you turn around, you're going under somebody's knife. Marlo insinuates that Portia will take all this mess from her man, but, you can't get back in good with Nene. Like, why am I supposed to bend over backwards for a bitch that I'm not fucking? Make me understand. Make me understand. Like, I personally don't know if I would be able to take Dennis back, and we'll get to that. When they go to their therapy session, we'll discuss why I feel that way. But ultimately, what the hell are you talking about, Marlo? No woman is about to be more forgiving to a friend than she is to her man. That's just, or the person she's in a relationship with. That's just not about to happen. There are positions, okay? And my man is always going to come before my friends. At least that's the way it should be. Now, it shouldn't even come to a day where you you have to make those types of choices. But when it comes to forgiveness, no, I'm not running to forgive another grown-ass woman the way I'm running to forgive the father of my child, because I have to work it out with him. I ain't got to be friends with you. Okay, I don't know what the hell Marlo was talking about, working on my nerves. And then they passed the hot dog factory. Marlo, let's go get a hot dog. So they run up there into the hot dog factory. Portia's like, let me call Dennis and just let him know that I'm here, because I don't want nobody else to call him and tell him I was here. So they FaceTime and, hey Dennis, Portia, tell Dennis you love him. Tell him you love him. What's the problem? I love you. Like, girl, stop it. Stop it, okay? I don't like that type of stuff, because I feel like Dennis has done some dog ass stuff to Portia. And if Portia don't want to tell a nigga that she love him, then that's her prerogative. Don't be sitting up here trying to, force stuff on her. And I just felt like the whole time Marlo and Portia was together, Marlo is forcing shit on Portia. Forgive Nene, forgive Dennis, forgive this one, do that. Girl, look. Don't worry about me. If we can't just have a casual conversation without you being all up in my business, because I feel like Marlo don't never talk about her business. Yeah, we know about your nephews living with you, but who you fucking? Let us know. And we still don't know to this day. We don't know who you with, who you're in a relationship with, who the sugar daddy is, who the 80-year-old white man is, child. We don't know nothing about your life, but you steady in everybody else's business. Get away from me, Marlo. I'm sorry. She worked on my nerves. So Nene meets with her life coach. Okay, she discusses not having Marlo's back at the events and how some of the ladies are going to feel some type of way about the fact that she left because that was her friend, but she left for herself, okay? And the life coach says that her friends need to understand she's working on herself, and her going off on Kenya would not have been an extension of her trying to get her life together. Nene wants to get back with the sisterhood, but she doesn't want to have to apologize for anything that she said. And she doesn't even know what she's done. I said, so you mean to tell me you don't think that you should have to apologize for the way you talked to Portia, and you don't know that the way you talked to Portia was a bad thing? Is that what you're telling me? Nene, get out of my face. I don't know how you want a sisterhood that doesn't involve having to apologize for being crude, for being mean to somebody up out the blue. You mad because of shit that didn't happen on the show. This girl just had her baby and you texting her all that foolishness, but you can't apologize for that. But then you want people to be in your corner and support you. See, that goes along with this story that Cynthia tells about how as long as everybody is kissing your ass, they can be your friend. And that's what you want. You want everybody to start kissing your ass again, now that it seems most of the cast don't really see it for you. I don't have time for Nene. Bye, wig. Her wig in the confessional with the bang was cute, though. That was cute. Tanya invited her to Carnival, and she doesn't know if she wants to go because she doesn't want to be in a space where she can't just up and leave these heifers if she feel like it. And all of that makes me feel like you don't really want a sisterhood. You want people to be running up behind you and catering to your emotions without you having to do the same. It's not a friendship if you don't reciprocate. And doing things only when you feel like it and not when people need you, or being a friend to them in the way that you feel like it, but not in the way that they need you to be a friend, does not make you a real friend, Nene. And that's why your ass ain't got no friends, okay? You gotta have people like Marlo that want to be on the Housewives running up your ass every day, okay? Because that's the only way you gonna have friends. Child, I don't have time for people like her. You couldn't be my friend, and I wouldn't give a good goddamn. I wouldn't see it for you. I'd be cordial. We can, kiki when we sitting at the table, everybody having conversations. Girl, yeah. But we not friends. No, we are co-workers, okay? Real co-workers, and not the Lil Fizz or Marion type when we was brothers before, but then I slept with your old lady, so now we co-workers, not like that. I mean real co-workers, girl. What time you coming to taping? Oh, all right, I'll see you there. But I ain't telling you my business, and I'm not going to be a shoulder for your ass to cry on, period. Cynthia and Mike go on a double date with Eva and Mike. And they have a bet going that whenever they play the little, they're supposed to play bowling, but with the big old pins and throwing a football instead of throwing the bowling ball. Child, I was like, what is this? Okay, fine, whatever. Y'all having a good time, all right? But if the Mikes win, then Cynthia's supposed to move to LA. And if she wins, then he'll move to Atlanta. Child, if that's how y'all got to do this, y'all might as well flip a coin. But, I don't know if they have figure that out, because it seems to me that Cynthia spends more time in LA than he does here, and she can't leave being here because she's on the Atlanta Housewives and that check is nice. Okay, so I just don't know what they're gonna do about that situation. But either way, Eva brings up Nene in this recording that she supposedly has of Cynthia, and they ask Eva's Mike, legally, what are the legalities of this situation? And he explains that a third party could not record them. But if a person was a part of the conversation, then it is legal for them to record you. And Mike says that whoever recorded Cynthia is a piece of shit, okay? He don't like nobody playing with Cint, okay? He is protective of her, and whoever was out here recording conversations, piece of shit. I said, child, yes, they are. Your Vanna is definitely a piece of shit. Okay, because y'all ain't gonna tell me it wasn't your Vanna, okay? Eva says that Nene is a narc, and this brings her back to last season when Nene said that she was going to come and talk to her without being Mike, but she was Mike. And then at the reunion show, she acted like she didn't know nothing Eva was talking about when she brought up how she didn't like that. But in the scene, she said, Eva going to be mad at me. But then when we get to the reunion, girl, what you talking about? See, that's what I don't like about her. Like, just say, yeah, girl, I know you was going to be mad at me about that, you know, but you know what we do. All right, my bad. All right, I know that probably wasn't the best, you know. But you could have at least apologized for that, because you knew your ass was wrong, because you said she was going to be mad when you was doing it, okay? And if somebody would have done that to you, you would have been highly pissed, okay? At the top levels of pissosity, because she's entitled to do that. But everybody else has to walk on eggshells and live by a different set of rules than Nene lives by. And I just don't have patience or time for people like that. I would have no communication with a bitch whatsoever, because they think that they can say anything about their mouth to you, but let you do that to them, and then all of a sudden you the worst person in the universe. Child, I ain't got time for her with that. Okay, but Eva says she's a federally hood, she's a narc, and she out here recording people's conversations. Now, I don't know, you know, we know that Nene didn't record the conversation, and I don't know if she's actually planning on releasing that recording, but ultimately, I'm sure whatever Cynthia said is no different than what Cynthia has already said on camera and in interviews, so whatever, bring it on. Then they played a little game and the men win, but y'all know Cynthia ain't hurry up and move to LA. She still got her house and Lake Bailey out here, okay? So Kenya meets with an attorney because she wants Brooklyn to be protected. And they discuss how she and Mark don't have a prenup. I said, girl, what? You didn't get a prenup with this nigga? Why? You have your own money. He has his own money. Y'all are both too damn old. Y'all are in y'all 40s. Why would y'all ever get married to one another without a prenup? She says that Mark didn't think it would be romantic. I said, I don't give a shit what's romantic. It wasn't romantic. Those pictures that y'all took with you in that beautiful wedding dress and him in slacks and a button-down shirt all open and lackadaisical. I know y'all was on the beach, but the energies didn't match. So for me, there are a lot of things that aren't romantic about Mark. All right, like right now they got that little clip floating around of next week's episode where he's defending Nene against Kenya, and then everybody's sitting up there, oh, because you know Kenya's an asshole, and I remember what Kenya did to Phaedra, and it's like, yes, karma is a bitch for sure, but at the end of the day, you're supposed to defend your wife and the mother of your child above anybody else, and sitting up here defending Nene's ass, I'm sorry, but that's not okay in my book at all. At all. I don't care how terrible Kenya is. Break up with her. Divorce her. Do something like that. But don't sit up here and be with a woman and then treat her like the scum on the bottom of your shoe in a way that you would defend somebody who is nasty. And in all honesty, Nene probably was only being nice to you to get under Kenya's skin in the first damn place. Boy, bye. But Kenya starts to cry and get emotional, even thinking about her and Mark going through a divorce, how difficult everything is. But the fact that you even have to go to a lawyer so that you can make sure your daughter gets her just due and all of that type of stuff, and the fact that he's not there with you, I just think it speaks volumes about where Kenya and Mark's relationship is going. I think they're holding on to it. I think she's holding on to it. But I think he's almost trying to force her to leave him. It almost seemed like, okay? It really seems to me that he doesn't want to be with her, and instead of breaking up with her or saying what it is, let me be passive aggressive and emotionally, mentally, and verbally abuse you instead. Let me do that instead. Child, him and that nose ring can go on somewhere away from me with this. I can't believe she didn't get a prenup. What were you thinking, Kenya? What were you thinking? Don't ever be that thirsty for a nigga that you gonna let him talk you out of getting a prenup. Girl, I mean, y'all got money. When you ain't got no money, you don't need no prenup. But they got money, okay? Like, girl. Anyway, so Portia goes to see Dr. Sherry. And Dennis in his tracksuit show up. I swear to God, I feel like I wish that jacket was a size larger. But you know what? Whatever. They sit down to talk. And Dennis feels like, he made a mistake. And Portia gets upset because she doesn't like that he refers to it as a mistake, okay? Getting off on the wrong exit is a mistake, okay? You made a choice. You made a choice to go fuck somebody while I was pregnant. Don't call that a mistake. That was a choice, okay? I feel insulted. You should feel insulted. Then the conversation continues to which he blames her postpartum and her pregnancy. And they weren't having sex. And she said, we were definitely having sex throughout the pregnancy. So what are you talking about? Okay? He just was trying to come up with every reason in the book to blame her instead of just saying, I'm a fuckboy. I like to cheat. If a woman showed me a little bit of attention, my little ugly ass gonna go and have sex with her because I have lacking self-esteem. And anytime a woman want me, it makes me feel good about myself. So instead of being responsible and a good man to the woman that does love me, who is completely out of my league, I'ma cheat on her while she pregnant and then blame her for it. And that's why I don't know if I could take Dennis back. Because how the hell you gonna sit up here in therapy and try to come up with every reason other than you being a fuckboy as the explanation for why you cheated on that girl while she was pregnant? And then talking about, in the postpartum, that was difficult too. And it's like, but you was in the house with her, crying with her and going through it with her so you could leave out the house and go cheat on her? Like that was gonna make her feel better? If her having postpartum and being upset was a problem, why would you go and do something that would further upset her, Dennis? That really made me upset to see him sit up there and basically blame her for why he couldn't keep his peen in his pants. Now, we can talk all day about how Portia should have paid more attention and should have took heed to the warnings that he was a hoe. Yes, she should have. But that does not excuse his behavior one way or another, in my opinion. Just because somebody should have known that you were a dog, that does not mean it's okay for you to then be a dog. No, okay? Dennis can go on somewhere, because let's be very, very honest, okay? Portia could do way better. Okay, I know you the hot dog king and everything, but they got a whole bunch of entrepreneurs, black men out there that look better than you that she could have got and she could have been with, okay? Being cheated on by a little ugly nigga is just disappointing. I don't care how much money you got. She is completely out of your league and don't even need your money. So you feeling the need to go out here and cheat on her and then blame her for it? It would have been hard for me to keep my hands to myself in there. And I know y'all say that's wrong. Oh, you keep your hands to yourself. I'd have knocked the shit out of him in there. Postpartum? Like, really? I'm the reason why you can't control yourself. No, you have insecure issues. You got, little insecure nigga issues and stuff like that. And anytime a woman give you attention, that make you feel good about yourself. Boy, go on somewhere away from me with this. But he says that Portia is his priority, she and the baby. And she wants to be clear that if he wants to be committed, he needs to show that to her. Okay? He says that he wants to be together and he wants another chance. Portia wants her family, but she can't trust him overnight. This is not going to happen overnight, okay? I just can't trust you overnight. Can't nobody trust you overnight, okay? Not after all of this. So they end up leaving together, and she thanks him for his honesty while they're in the car. Even though they didn't show up together, they leave in the same car. And then he asking, can he come over to the house? And she's like, no. But I'm like, but where y'all going in the same car then if y'all not going home? Child, whatever, Portia. You already took this nigga back, and I'm waiting to see why. Because I have not seen yet why you would take him back. But okay, girl. I know you got a baby with him. That's not a good enough reason to me. I don't care if I got a baby with you or not. Make my life feel harder than it should be. I'll leave your ass and take my baby with me. Bye, nigga. Child. But anyway, y'all, that was Real Housewives of Atlanta. I hope y'all enjoyed the review. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Share the video, share the video, share the video. And I'll see y'all in the next one.